Hello everybody, this is Phony Bobbin here, and welcome to race number 48 of the 2020-21 NROL Skittles Cup Series season. This is the Matson 500 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As I have a bit of gas, it is time for the Cup Series racing at Charlotte. Again, this time for the Matson 500, which is a playoff race, of course. So then, so what's the setup for today then? Well, the big three of this series has really emerged. Phony Bobbin, Ryan Blaney, and Matson Jr. are the three guys to beat. And, well, they're going to have to beat each other, actually, over these next few races. And it's going to be interesting to see who comes out on top. Right now, of course, Phony Bobbin leads the points, but only just, you got Ryan Blaney, who's only about 10 points back, and then Truex is only just a bit more than 20 points back, so... but then, you got Eric Jones, who is quite a ways back. Eric Jones currently 4th in points, but he's quite a ways back, so unless he can put together some sort of miracle run over the next few races, he could be back in contention, but at this point, it might be too little too late. Someone else also could come back into contention. There's still time, but ultimately, it's going to come down to the three drivers that I mentioned. So, with that being said, let's give the starting grid for this race. Starting on the pole is Kyle Busch, alongside second is Prairie Serp, third is Brad Keselowski, fourth is Alex Bowman, fifth is Donald, sixth is Douglas, seventh is Bank Coaches, eighth is Eric Jones, ninth is Chase Elliott, 10th is Matt DiBenedetto, 11th is Gridron, 12th is Tim Tom, 13th is Denny Hamlin, 14th is Joe Logano, 15th is Phony Bobbin, 16th is Christian Bell, 17th is Mark Truex Jr., 18th is Matt Kenseth, 19th is William Byron, 20th is Jimmy Johnson, 21st is the Rick Xbox Nerd, 22nd is Nia, 23rd is Kevin Harvick, 24th is Chris Buescher, 25th is Eric NROL, 26th is Ryan Preece, 27th is Ryan Blaney, 28th is Duck, 29th is Kurt Busch, 30th is Todd Reddick, 31st is Clint Boyer, 32nd is Rebecca, 33rd is Cole Custer, 34th is Russell David, 35th is Oliver, 36th is Ryan Newman, 37th is Austin Dillon, 38th is Ricky Styles Jr., 39th is Bob Wallace, 40th is James 6, 41st is Mr. Lighty's brother, and 42nd is Mr. Lighty's other brother. Mr. Lighty brother's brother. Yeah. We got Mr. Lighty's brother and then Mr. Lighty's brother's brother. So, indeed, the Lighty brothers in this race. Both of them. But, anyways. So, yeah, Cup Series. And as I mentioned in the Siemens National section, this is part of the schedule alignment. I tell you what, the Siemens National race we saw yesterday was pretty good despite the cautions. And even Toban Motorsports driver Tyler Tomasi got his first career NRL Siemens Nash Series win. So, could this be the day that Russell David finally gets his first NRL Skills Cup Series win? Maybe, maybe not. Although he is starting quite a ways back in the field, so. But maybe he can make that up. This is a long race, so if you're starting in the back, you still have plenty of time to make your way up. But ultimately, it's gonna be interesting to find out who comes out on top. So then. Brad Keselowski, not Brad Keselowski. First, we're going to lead them off. Leslie Twinner now leading this race. And here we go. Green flag is in the air. They're underway for the Matson 500 at Charlotte. And even start for Prairie Serpent Kyle Busch as making it through the turn 1. And one thing that we saw quite a bit of in the Siemens National race, 3 wide action. Actually, what action? 4 wide action. Are we going to see that again in this race? Or is that going to play nice? I tell you what, I don't think we're going to see many drivers playing nice. Now let's say that, as of course, with 3 races going the stage, and you want to try to pick up as many points as you can. As Brad Keselowski going to the inside lane. Ooh, Donald's there as well. Clean start, though. One other interesting piece of information that's worth mentioning is pit stops as well. Those will definitely impact this race, so And it's Bang Coach's out in front. Bang Coaches is out in front once again. For the first time today. And Brad Keselowski in the wall. That's going to cost Brad Keselowski a lot of spots. And it's nearly caused an accident there. Wow, that was close. Nearly our first accident of the day. But we're able to keep it going. But yeah, one thing that we should learn from last week as Kyle Busch hits the wall. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's a crash. We have a crash. It's in the back of the field. And we have our first caution of the day. And Bang Coach going to win the race back to the line. As we are under caution for the first time today. Looked like a bit of a minor spin, but it did happen quite a ways back in the field, so we're going to see what actually happened there. Didn't really get it. I mean, we saw a glimpse of it, of course, in the background, but ultimately we got a, well, that's why we have instant rewind, and it looks like it involved Tyler Reddick getting into it with Christopher Bell and Joey Logano. Let's actually see what happened here. And Reddick was just in a bad place at a bad time. Oh dear, and Austin Dillon, oh no! Both Childress cars involved in this one. And just like that, a duo, oh my goodness, both Richard Childress racing cars involved in this crash, wow. An entire organization is dead within 4 laps, wow. And Rebecca involved as well. Let's see what happened with Rebecca here. So Rebecca... Oh, Austin Dillon. Oh, no. Silly Austin Dillon. Not able to see where he was going. Anyway, let's look at that from a closer look. I couldn't really see it that well. Let's go to a different angle here. Let's slow things down a little bit. So Tyler Reddick was just boxed in between not Truex, Joey Logano and Christopher Bell. Both of them got involved in the accident. Denny Hamlin got involved a bit as well. For the Robin, though, and a lot of the guys on the bottom line making it through. Jimmy Johnson also hit Logano. And it looked like it was all over with, but it wasn't, as for some, just some bizarre reason, Austin Dillon, who was already in dead last, just for some reason didn't slow down, and he smashed into Rebecca, who was slowing down to try to miss Reddick. And actually, Rebecca was actually in a bad place, just a bad place at a bad time, so she came up here, tried to go high, and originally it looked like she was going to avoid, Reddick. Actually, spare trainer is pretty good, so, if you look here, she was actually slowing down quite nicely and just trying to avoid Tyler Reddick, and then, just for some absolutely no good reason, Austin Dillon just came just plowing into these guys. And just like that, the entirety of Richard Childress Racing is out of this race along with Rebecca. Wow. Richard Childress not going to be very pleased about that one. Not going to be very pleased to hear that both of his drivers are out of the race within the first few laps. Wow. I think that's one of the few times we've seen that all season where an entire organization is involved in the same crash. What's worse, that crash was entirely preventable. Had Austin Dillon just went slow, for some reason there's a phone call, had Austin Dillon just went slow, that crash would have been perfectly avoidable, but, you know, Austin Dillon has a bit of a knack for doing things like that. So let's see, who else comes on the pit road? I don't think anyone else will. Obviously, Rebecca and the couple RCR cars will come on the pit road as they were involved in the crash, but I don't think anyone else will. Thing is, this is a long race, though, so we could see some strategy. Oh, Christopher Bell, though Christopher Bell was briefly involved in the accident as well, and same for Logano. So So the only drivers that actually came out of the pit road that time was ultimately those who got involved in the accident. Everyone else staying out. And really don't expect to see pit stops. Like, if here's something to consider though. If we do have a caution, perhaps at the halfway point of this race, we will see pit stops. Even if we have a caution like around lap 30 or something, everyone will likely pit and they will stay out for the rest of the race. So let's see how many of these guys actually rejoin the race. So you have Eric NROL is now the last of the right cars at the moment. Okay, so Christopher and Joe Gone now rejoin the track, and that is it. So just like that, both the RCR cars and Rebecca are out of the race. So then, let's get forward a little bit and head back racing. So Bang Coach is leading a few laps underneath this caution flag. And let's see how much more we can lead as the green flag is back in the air. First Serp with a move on Bank Coaches. Oh, he's also got the Sky's Twins though racing, and Bank Coach got the bigger run the high line. And Bank Coach is gonna keep his lead here, as Persip did not make a particularly smart move. And now Donald is up here. And once again, the Scottish Twins looking to do battle up front. Ooh, Persip though not giving up so easily, trying to get back around Donald's. And Morphe, what actually happening behind. Oh man, the Soas guys are gonna go 3 wide. Morphe, what action? 3 wide actually seems to be quite common here. Not a good idea though, as if you're the guy on the Highland, like you're likely the guy to get involved in the thing. And there's been another spin. Another spin is happening, and this time we have a massive crash. Big pileup. And Bang Coaches, for the second time today already, is going to win the race back to the line. And Bang Coaches continues to lead this race. Good for Bang. And meanwhile, another crash. This one was even bigger. Wow. So, looked like it was turning into a pileup back there, so let's now rewind time again and see what happened this time. Looked like a big pile up there. See what happened in greater detail. Yep, William Byron. Oh my goodness, half the field got taken down this one. Big damage on a lot of these cars. I think someone actually jumped a car. Hang on a minute. Did I see someone jump a car? Oh no, it's just Christian Boga hitting the back end. His rear end went up. And there's millions of dollars in damage here. So let's analyze that one a bit more closely. So starting with Alex Bowman. So yeah, predictably he was just running high. Got caught up with William Byron. And Ariel Jones got involved as well. And yeah, rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. A lot of drivers, William Byron now going for a tumble as a result of his own incompetence. Many wrecked cars as a result of this one. Wow. It's only a lap 11. So yeah, yeah, that crash is, like I said, pretty self-explanatory. A lot of wrecked race cars now. And we're gonna have some lap-down cars as a result of this. So, once again, let's see who Does what? So once again, I suspect the only cars we're going to see come down pit road are the ones that got involved in the crash. Or maybe some drivers that didn't get involved but want to service their car anyway. Well, it's only lap 11 and already a lot of cars broken. So the question now is how it's going to impact the championships running. Oh, we got Truex up here. I'm at the Benedetto, not sure where to go here. We got Jimmy Johnson, Ryan Newman up here. These two actually stay out. Or he's not being Matt Benedetto to the line or something. Yeah, a lot of broken race cars. Including Russell David, who honestly has always struggled to stay out of the crashes. But in his defense, a lot of drivers couldn't avoid that one. Anyone on pit road? Nope. So let's skip forward a couple laps. See who's in and who's out. Alright, well, it seems like we're down to 29 cars on the lead lap. And Matt Benedetto, first one to go a lap down. This race is kind of becoming what Texas was. So 29 cars on the lead lap. Matt Benedetto, the last running car in this race, and everyone... Oh, no! Fronito Bobbin is out of the race again. Just like, well, I say out of the race again. He DNF'd the race at Texas, and he's DNF'd this one as well now. And what about Ryan Blaney? I don't... Well, let's check. So you got Ryan Blaney, who's also... Oh. Okay, he's running a 9th, apparently, but there you go. So Ryan Blaney is still in this race, and Marcus Jr. is also still in this race. But points leader, Fronito Bobbin, is not in this race. Wow. Oh boy, this just opened up the championship fight right up. Fronito Bobbin unable to avoid a crash. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean the end of Fronito Bobbin's race, but oh boy. Anyway, green flag back in the air once again. Also, I see some tire smoke or some tire skidding on the front straight. I'm not sure where that came from. Hang on a minute, we gotta go back a little bit. Was there a secondary crash at some point? For some reason, there's some whatchamacallits. Let's go back a little bit. I don't know where those came from. The whole crash I saw was on the back straightaway. Okay, okay, maybe we should have gone back a few more laps. Okay, Huh. Right as the caution came out, there was some sort of spin. So let's actually see what happened here. Didn't even notice that until the green flag came out. Let's see what happened here. Oh, hang on. Oh, wow, a second crash. Oh. Wow, Christabel, Fronito Bobbin, that... Wow. that explains why Freund Bobbin isn't in the race anymore. He had a crash because drivers on trying to get to pit road just didn't know what they were doing. Yeah, Denny Hamlin trying to come back on the pit road as these three were racing back to the line, and it just resulted in yet another crash. And Miss Lady is well a victim of the situation, able to avoid. And that is ultimately what took Freund Bobbin out of the race. Wow. And just like that, Freund Bobbin's championship is now in jeopardy. This is going to spell disaster for him. Well, this race is still a long way from being over, so you never know what could happen around the finish as we are Real Fact Racing once again. So Freund Bobbin not in the race anymore. All because of that. And once again, 3 wide actions. Matt Kenseth trying to get underneath Bruce's Serp. You're lucky if they don't tag each other. Man, these drivers are insane today. Even the Siemens Nash wasn't this chaotic. You know, Hubie Lexpol is your points leader in that series. At least he was able to finish that race in a good position. Meanwhile, in this race, it's the opposite situation for Freund Bobbin. So how many more crashes could we see then? So Percy Serp still not selling down. And Bank Cokes draping the wall. That's going to be the end of Bank Cokes. Just one up front. Maybe that's the point. You know, it's so late in the season. The drivers want to just do everything they can. And now Martin Truex Jr., who is currently 3rd in the point standings, could jump right up to 1st in this race, which will definitely set up a rather interesting situation for the last 2 races of the season. I will say this though, if for some reason Truex and Blaney have a bad day, this isn't going to hurt Freund Bobbin as much. But right now, Freund Bobbin is in the worst position he could be in right now. Not even in the race, whilst his 2 close competitors are out there battling in the top 6. And here is Tim Tom. Here comes Tim Tom. Tim Tom has been irrelevant for most of this season. And one thing worth mentioning, though, as well. Nia's win from Texas, it scored the 5th win for Solo Sports number 1. And by 5th win, I mean Nia was the 5th Solo Sports number 1 car to win a race this season. Just thought I would mention that. Matt Kenseth up in here. And just a couple weeks ago, Matt Kenseth, or a few weeks ago, Matt Kenseth was racing up front in Kansas. Oh, Blaney in the wall. So Freund Bobbin now watching over this race, hoping that his 2 close competitors also have a bad day. But we still have a long way to go in this race, so anything can happen. That being said, though, with how spread out this field is, I'm not sure if anything will happen. So we hear some noises. Well, here goes Douglas on Martin Truex Jr. I guess one somewhat positive thing about the first couple crashes is now with that happening, the field's now a lot more spread out, which will decrease the chance for a caution by quite a lot. So it could go caution-free for the rest of this race, as Douglas takes the lead. So right now, Freund Bobbin has officially scored at 30 seconds. If Truex keeps up the pace that he's at right now, he will take the points lead. And I think Ryan Blaney will take second as well. Well, Ryan Ryan Blaney's already in second, so he'd be in first or second. I'm not too sure. So, another detrimental race in the championship standings. This time it's Cup Series edition. And Freund of Auburn, his season is now in jeopardy. Now, it's not to say that season is completely over. But, oh man, speaking of jeopardy, these drivers are not going to calm down. Another thing worth mentioning, that drive from Freund of Auburn, that's the last time that we're going to see Amtrak on a car for this season. Well, on a Cup Series car for this season. And, gosh, and Amtrak had to call like that. The last race as a sponsor for this season ends in a crash, not even a quarter of the way into the race. So then, there's next no playoff drivers. Actually, no, there are a few playoff drivers. Persia, playoff guy. Truex, obviously, playoff guy. I guess one positive thing for all the other playoff guys who are not in the big three, it could open up the opportunity for a fourth playoff guy to join the ring and do battle in the next couple races. It could be Percy's Serp, as Percy isn't too far back. And here he is up in the top three. Ooh, Donald not making things easier! And they're still racing each other. Wow. Donald almost went for a spin. Fortunately, they were able to save it that time, but at this point, any big crash or any small crash could turn big and take out a large chunk of cars. But right now, Truex dominating this race. Ooh, lap down car coming up. As Matson was already a lap down on the restart, and he's looking like he's gonna go a second lap down. As leaders are not far away from Matson Benedetto. Here comes Matt Kenseth. Kenseth now to the inside line. Oh no, the middle line now. Here comes Tim Tom again. And here we come up to Matt Benedetto. Truex already pre-playing his move. Oh, a little bit too late. Actually, a little bit too soon, not too late. There he goes. Looks like an impacting too much. Alright, so yeah, driver is progressive making around Matt Benedetto. I will say this though, this race might not be the most exciting thing in the world to the finish. I may say the tires are starting to wear out, so but you know how these guys are, they wait quite some time to pit. At this point though, pit stops could help somebody in this race. or hurt somebody. Truex or Blaney could have a bad pit stop in the same way that Russell had a bad pit stop last week in Atlanta. Oh, is that Rebecca? Hang on a minute. Oh, no, it's Oliver. I thought it was Rebecca for some reason. Oliver running slow. Oh, there we go. Another accident waiting to happen. Huh. Kansas was able to save it that time. Oh, there's lost a lot of pace. Let's see that again. And Kansas got caught by Tim Tom there, and they both went through the infield. And Kansas currently running through the grass. Forkston was actually able to slow it up in time. But that's going to cost him quite a few spots. A lot of spots, actually. Only just now he's just getting back up to pace with everyone else. So then, Kansas falls back to 9th as a result of that. And Oliver about to go a lap down here. Ooh, but drivers will take it time with getting around him for some reason. Is that a strategy move? It could be, as teammates help each other out. And Douglas going to go by Truex. That has just cost Truex the lead there. That's all 10 points that Truex won't score if he doesn't win this race. And, well, that's going to make Fred Bob very happy indeed. And another one! This time... Oh my goodness, they're all wrecking each other. Now we got bank coaches versus the lapdown car of Oliver. Not sure what this is about. Either way, Oliver is the inside wall. It was already lapped on anyways, but that's not going to cost bank coaches a lot of spots. Oh, hang on, no, it's Purser. I thought it was still over. Oh, let's actually go back and see, because it's been a bit of a development here. So Purser now going to the lead, and Marchausseur going to the inside. And Truex getting ready to take back the lead. You know, in the Siemens National Series race, who beat Lex Bolster, points leader in that race, had a field day. He got a very good finish, while Sue Close's competitors got a very bad finish. In this race, it's literally a 180. Now you have the points leader, whose now season is in jeopardy, and meanwhile, his Sue Close's competitors are running very high up in the field. Now, that's not to say that Fernando Baba's season is over, but it will hurt him, and he will have to put the work in the next couple of races. And it's going to be very interesting to see if he can. Unless, of course, Truex and Blaney have a bad race over the next couple of races, which will put Fernando Album right back into contention. Truex now getting around Purser. And Truex now back in the lead. Only for a short bit, though, as the slowest motorsports guys are still trying to hound him. Tim Tom again. Now Tim Tom actually racing his teammate pretty hard. Then you have to remember the person is a playoff driver, so how nicely is Tim Tom going to treat him? These two are the best of friends off the track, but on the track, especially when they're going toe-to-toe, maybe not so. Thing is, Tim Tom doesn't have anything to gain. He's had an atrocious season, wasn't even close to making the playoffs. Meanwhile, his teammate actually in the playoffs, and with a slim chance at winning the championship. I guess maybe Tim Tom doesn't care anymore. He's like, you know what? I've had a bad season. Let's scrape up as many points as we can before it's over. Meanwhile, Truex once again under fire. This time from Douglas again. And Chris Buescher starting to come into the conversation. Chris Buescher in the top 5. And right now, I can't see it, but right now you got the top something amount of drivers are quite far away. Here we go. So right now we're actually down to the top 14 drivers who are all in contention for this race. Anyone further back are starting to fall behind. Once again, the Sowitz guy is not giving Truex an inch. Douglas back up to the lead, but Percy Serp trying to steal it back. Oh, but Truex hasn't run the high line. That's going to deny them the spot. Yes. And now Chris Buescher has entered the realm of competition. Chris Buescher's other driver has been irrelevant for the majority of the season. Meanwhile, Truex going head-to-head with Douglas. As we're now at the halfway point in this race. And it looks like it's going to be these 5 drivers with a shot at the win. Ryan Blaney is there though, so he could come up with something last minute. And of course, pit stops could change the game here. I will say this though, despite everyone's best efforts, Martin Jr. has been a consistently dominant force in this race. And could be your new points leader, although Truex actually no, he could be your new points leader as a result of this race. So this race is gonna put Mercer Jr. and Ryan Blaney right next to it as far as the points. And Ford Development is going to fall back a little bit. Actually, I say a little bit, a lot. Like Ford Development's in serious trouble right now. He's gonna have to. Well, I've said it a million times already. Ford Development, guys, working out for him. That being said, though, the race could change once pit stops happen. And also, there happens to be a backup lap car is not too far ahead. Well, let's see what happens. Not very much to say, actually. Ryan Blaney, though, has been quietly running well in this race. Currently in 6th. Yeah. Anyway, lap traffic. Not far away. So we actually have, Matt DiBenedetto's about to go another lap down. They have another trio of cars not too far ahead. They're about to go 1 lap down. There they come. Okay, so Matt DiBenedetto, they're going a really, really slow car. I feel it's going to get around him as soon as possible. But now we got some slow cars in Alex Bowman, Ryan Preece, and Gridron. How will those 3 impact this race? They're not super fast, but not super slow either. This could get interesting. Meanwhile, Ryan Preece having his own little battle with Gridron, right as the leaders are about to catch up. So Trix gets around Alex Bowman. Ooh, he's going right up next to Preece. Ooh, Truex getting boxed in. That's allowing Douglas to catch back up. And same for the rest of the field. Yeah. Also, I don't know. Semi-related note, can I say I'm a little bit tired right now? I've actually been recording races all day. I should say the past 4 races, or the past 3 races you've seen before this one. This week, I've recorded all those in the same day. It's right now nearly 9 o'clock. Should have finished up a long time ago, but some circumstances have slowed me up. So, part of me kind of just wants this to be over as soon as possible. What's a bit worse is that my driver is no longer in the race, and it could be in jeopardy of the championship. And worse still, his closest competitors are now running well, and I don't see anything stopping them. So, part of me comes to at least one more caution, or maybe even some sort of accident that could shake things up. But at this point, I don't really see it happening. That being said, the pit stop still have yet to happen. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. So then. Oh boy, the lap down cars though are not making it easier. They're going full wide, and there we go! There we go! We have another crash! Another caution has come out! This is what we needed! Another caution has come out! How did I see that coming? And for the first time in a million years, caution is out. Caution is out. That turn 4 has been turn 2 has been really dangerous. Well then, we know who we're going to see pit, but before we do that, let's see what happened to bring out this caution flag. I mean, we saw it in the background, but now let's see it close up. So, lights come on right about there. Actually, a couple cars already came on the pit road for some reason. But, meanwhile, it happened amongst these guys. Ooh, Kansas going for a wild ride. Another wild ride, and actually, oh my goodness, that just took Matt Kenseth out of the race. See that in great detail now. Yeah, I saw them, though. I mean, look at this. Grudgeon now running up against the wall. You got Ryan Blaney making it full wide. And then Tim Tom gets collected. It was a crash waiting to happen. Can't get to Tim Tom. There we go. Yeah, Priest involved. Actually. Oh, what's this? Okay, the crash wasn't over yet. We had a couple other incidents happen here. Cole Custer. Was actually running pretty well today. Got caught up with bank coaches. For some reason. And that wasn't the end of it. So let's actually go up into Ryan Priest there. Ryan Priest just lost control. He was already a lap down. Could have been worse. Could have been worse, especially as now Matt Kenseth is done for the day. As a result of this. For some reason, the Real Xbox nerd. Oh, no, he came back on the track right in front of the Real Xbox nerd, actually. Well, I saw that coming a mile off, so. And wait, was that not the end of it? I thought it was. Oh no, I guess it was just Priest now coming to a stop. Yeah, because by this point, Priest hadn't come to a stop yet. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, so that's... Okay, no new crashes. Oh! Never mind. It's not over. What in the world happened here? Oh my goodness, part 2. Oh, it was Custer. Cole Custer. Unable to get moving. So part 1 of the pack went by, but part 2 was to come, and they all crashed. And just like that, a second pileup has happened, and wow, right as, oh my goodness, right as Ryan Priest saved himself, it gets devolved into yet another crash. So you saw it there. So Matt DiBenedetto was already lapped out, smacks into him. Eric, well, okay, it's happening too fast. We gotta see this in slow motion. So let's see what happened here. So Cole Custer just blocking the whole track. He got Matt DiBenedetto just comes and crashes right into him. Ryan Newman as well does the same thing. Kurt Busch unable to avoid, and same for Eric Almirola. Also Jimmy Johnson able to go anywhere. He comes Mitchell's brother, Chase Elliott, all with nowhere to go. Gotta get collected in this pileup. And as well as Ryan Priest, who was just recovering from his earlier spin. Oh, Bubba Wallace as well sneaking by. Let's actually see what happened to Bubba here in the rest of the pack. Alright, so Bubba Wallace just gonna sneak. Oh, but he can't quite complete the sneak as he hits, whatchamacallit, Ryan Newman. So, Bubba Wallace not with enough room to make it through. And Russell David, who's actually in 21st, which isn't so bad. Russell David's gonna pick up a few more spots here as a result of this crash. He's gonna make it through. Oh, well, Doug doesn't. Alright, by this point, Russell was going too slow. And, Doug in another thing. And Ryan Priest. Wow, Ryan Priest was already the spinner the first time. And gets involved again in another one. Right then, so that is now the accident report from the crash. Now it's time to see what your leaders do. Alright, so Truex coming under pit road. Clint Boris staying out. Well, I think he's lapped down. Alright, so now all of the lead pack all coming down for a service. So let's jump on to Truex here. And it's still not done. What happened this... Oh my goodness, they can't stop crashing each other. What happened now with, Oh. No clear idea what Alex Bowman... Oh. Oh. He just backed into Clint Boyer for absolutely no reason. Alex Bowman, not a fan of Clint Boyer. Who's already a lap down anyways, so it doesn't really matter. Well then, for those who are still in the race, they're of course now up a road. So with that in mind, this is gonna be the pit stops that will ultimately go on to matter for the rest of the race. So let's actually see who's gonna be lining up where on the restart. It's a bit of a weird lineup. Man, there's no one left. Clint Boyer not having to come back down Pier Road. Oh, because lap car rule. Well, Boyer, who already was a lap down, now going another lap down to repair his rear. So, as Redfield comes back up, we're gonna skip another lap here. Lights out. Oh, here we go with the weird restart thingy this time. We're coming back up. Is everyone still left? So right now, Martrich Jr. being scored is leader, but for some reason he's got to pack up cars to deal with. And also, oh yeah, so Donald and Bob Wall technically on the lead lap, but they're not gonna be. So the real Xbox nerd is currently the last one on the lead lap. That's also giving Russell David a bit of a freebie as he's managed to make his way up to 10th. So, you never know. But Russell David, of course, did get involved in the chicane that happened earlier, so his chances to win today are a long shot, but you never know. So then, everyone is pitted, so he won't be seeing any green flag pit stops in this race. So let's see what happens from now to the checkered flag. And green flag in the air once again. Slow cars in the high line. Actually, some of the guys are having trouble getting past the slow cars here. And right now, Martrich Jr. setting sail. Is that Donald's? It is, but he's not on the lead lap, so Martrich Jr. is the leader. Still, obviously. And here is Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney up 2/3. And these two could be your top two in points once the race is over. I think at the moment the field's still can't go in the lap cars, the slow guys. Nope, they didn't. Right now it's Douglas though who's racing with Martrich Jr. So it's all in a very interesting spot. And Donald now to the lead. It's Scottish Twin not too far up, but here comes Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney as well with the move. And leaders are now trying to go 3 wide here. Very dangerous move. Burst up as well, still up here. But Donald's still fast. I don't know why he's not on lead lap here. Maybe if we get into the caution, Donald can get back onto the lead lap and I'll get back to the tail end of the longest line and actually contend with these guys. Ooh, Trig's flying back just a little bit. So yeah, for anyone when the fish is scoring 32nd, he can't make up any more spots as, of course, well, he can't. That being said, though, if for some reason Trix and Blaney wreck, then this won't really hurt for the bottom that much, but, oh dear. Anyway, Ryan Blaney, now your leader. Another thing worth mentioning, I believe it was Perserp who won the Coke 600 here earlier on the season. Could he take this opportunity to sweep the 2 Charlotte Cup races? Or was it Oliver that won the Coke 600? I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Those races going for nearly an hour, and we're still not there yet. But I tell you what, the action as we're doing, especially now we're on fresh tires again. This is gonna go pretty close to checkered flag. I think we're gonna get close to checkered flag, and then the tires will start to wear off, and we'll have our like official leaders and stuff. But since we're on fresh tires, we're able to have a proper battle here. And speaking of proper battles, oh, here goes Trix forcing the issue, trying to make it 3 wide here, and he does it properly. I tell you what, I'm sure Freundevon would like there to be a case where Truex Rex takes Blaney with him. Although that being said, it won't help too much as oh, hang on a minute. I didn't even realize it, but Donald is now officially lapped down, and Douglas is now your leader in the race. I got confused because those 2 cars are almost identical. I don't know how the spotters can tell those 2 cars apart. So right now, it's only the top 10 now that actually has a chance at this race. Everyone else is kind of just doing their own thing. So Truex now in 3rd. Man, this championship could come down to the wire. So 20 laps to go until the end of this race. I will say this though, it's a good thing for Freundevon that at least Truex and Blaney are in the top 3. But of course, if you win the race, you get 10 extra points to the guy in 3rd, and if you get 2nd place, 5 extra points. Whereas 3rd on back, you only get 1 point for 1 position above the next guy. And ultimately, this could be what makes all the difference in this championship. I honestly, I really wish I had a live points thingamajig so I could see who is where in the point standings based on where their running order is. Unfortunately, I can't do it on the fly because I suck at math. And, yeah. So, and unfortunately, I don't think there's a program that exists out there that shows you live points thingamajigs for 2003, so we can only do it the old-fashioned way. Meanwhile, Margix Jr. now up to second, and Blaney movies with the third. If those two finish to the top two, oh boy, that is going to be absolutely detrimental to Freund Bobbitt's season. That being said, though, if Blaney keeps up with Truex, Blaney will still be above Truex in the point standings. So that would put Blaney in first, Truex in second, and not sure what Freund Bobbit would be. And what is Percival doing? Trying to make it... These guys don't give each other any room. I mean, a lack of room has ultimately led to the top 10 drivers being the only 10 drivers actually in contention to win this race, and even then, it's only the top 5 that's actually, like, there. Meanwhile, Percival not getting around Ryan Blaney. Ah, lap traffic. Here we go again. Ooh, meanwhile, Chris Buescher not giving an inch to Ryan Blaney. That could make things interesting. But what's especially going to be interesting is the fact that we are close to a couple of lap cars. How quick will these guys be to get around the lap traffic? Ooh, Blaney on Percy Serp. And here we go. Lap down traffic, lots of happening here. Douglas gonna get by both walls. And... oh, Truex! Truex, a bit of contact was made there. Now they're sending Truex into a spin. Ooh. That would have been some juicy stuff for Freund Bobbit to see, but it's not gonna happen. It's not this time. Could it happen the second time, though? We still have to get around Oliver. Again. Doug's gonna go around by, no trouble at all. So how will the rest of these guys figure it out? Pretty easily, actually. Also, can I just say, Nia is quietly coming into this conversation as well as Chris Buescher not giving inch to Truex. Here comes Ryan Blaney. Here we go, staying at 3 wide. Okay, 2 wide now as Buescher actually backed off. Probably a smart move on Buescher's part. As Buescher's seeing what can happen when you're not careful. Well, that's allowed Nia to get him. Nia's now up in here. As a result of all this, though, Douglas has pulled out to quite a lead. I can't recall how many Shows Motorsports 2 cars won a race this season. I'm pretty sure Oliver did. I don't remember Duck winning. I think he won. I can't recall if Duck won a race, but I think he might have. And I don't remember if the Sky Swins ever won anything. Well, if they haven't won anything, Douglas is now in prime position to do that for the first time this season. With 3 races, well, technically 2 races to go, as this race is almost over. So Ryan Blaney, currently in 3rd, and Truex in 2nd. Do we see someone challenge Truex? Oh, Nia! Nia, now with the pass on Blaney. First career winner from a couple races ago. Now racing with Blaney, but here comes Brad Keselowski trying to make... Aw. They're going to go 3 wide there. Nope. But either way, the Penske party now underway. Near though with a pretty good run the high line. Almost hits the wall. Oh, it doesn't! She hits the wall. And Truex and Thingamajiggies come with them. And that has just allowed Kevin Harvick to go on by. Let's see what happened there from a closer look. As Nia was just scrubbed right there with the wall. And there's those bank coaches and Chris Buescher came right with them. And that allowed Kevin Harvick to sneak on by. Can I be like, I'll have those positions, please? Thank you very much. Just like that, Kevin Harvick now up a few spots. And it has also shrunk down how many drivers actually have a shot to win this race. It's now come down to the top 4. So you got Douglas, Mark Truex Jr., Ryan Blaney, and Percy Serp. And just a little bit ahead is Oliver, who is about to go another lap. Oh no! It's the Felix Boxster, another green car. Actually. Oh, never mind! Caution is out! Caution is out! Caution is out! With 4 laps to go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That might have just sealed the deal. Holy moly. Caution is out with only a few laps to go. That could be the end of it. That could be it. I'm not sure if we're going to get this race restarted in time. That being said, I'm not quite sure what happened to bring out that caution, so let's now go back a little bit and see what happened here. And the first caution that we didn't even see in view. Oh. Russell David getting into it with Bubba Wallace. Oh. Not sure what Russell David was thinking about that. That's only just... Actually, though, he's in 13, so if he wins the race back to the line, he's gonna get scored in, still in 13th, actually. Not bad, I guess, if that's where the race ends. So, a caution has come out with less than 5 to go. And I am not sure if the race will get restarted in time. If it is, we could have a 1-lap sprint to the finish, which I don't think will make much of a difference in the race. I don't know if this is everyone. I guess Bob Walsh decided to retire from the race. So lights still out. Here we go. Lights off. Here we go. You know, yesterday's Siemens National Series race came down to a green-white checkered finish. This race is going to be a 1-lap sprint to the finish. So right now, actually the whole top 14 is here. I don't see... Where is anybody else? Oh, Douglas O'Donnell's still here. So Donald, actually, I think the last running car on the track or something. Well, here we go. 1 lap to decide the race. 1 lap to go. That's probably just fast forward just a little bit. Alright, this is it. A 1-lap sprint to the finish. Does Martin Truex have anything for Douglas, or does Douglas have it made? Let's see. And here we go. Green and white flag in the air. Douglas gets a pretty good start here. Has also given an opportunity for the drivers behind to make some moves here. As Pierce, we're going to make a last-minute move on Ryan Blaney. Douglas, though, not really looking fat. Looking fat indeed. And Martin Truex is close competition. And Truex isn't going to complete the pass in time, and Douglas is going to win the playoff cup race at Charlotte. Oh boy, I need to lie down after that one. So, Truex and Blaney both had amazing days, whereas Frohneboben had a terrible day. Oh boy. So, a lot of guys didn't even finish the race. I'm tired. So, let's go over the finishing order. Douglas comes up with the win mark. Suzuki comes home second. Prichep in third. Ryan Blaney fourth. Kevin Harvick in fifth. Chris Buescher sixth. Brad Keselowski seventh. Ben Koch eighth. Tim Tom ninth. Nia in 10th. Ricky Sessions in 11th. Doug 12th. Russell David 13th. Not bad. That's where it started. The Red Box started 14th. Donald 15th. Gridron 16th. Oliver 17th. Bob Wallace 18th. Chase Elliott 19th. Matt Kenseth 20th. Cole Custer 21st. Ryan Newman 22nd. Eric Almirola 23rd. Kurt Busch 24th. Jimmy Johnson 25th. Bristol Lay's brother 26th. Clint Boyer 27th. Alex Bowman 28th. Ryan Preece 29th. Matt DiBenedetto 30th. Chris Bell 31st. Roy DeBob 32nd. Danny Hamlin 33rd. Danny Schucks 34th. Miss Lady in 35th. Joe Logano 36th. William Byron 37th. Eric Jones 38th. Kyle Busch 39th. Tyler Reddick in 40th. Rebecca in 41st. And Austin in 42nd. So, that's all. I tell you what, this championship is going to get really, really interesting in the last couple races. Next week, the penultimate round in the championship for all three National Series. And, well, you're going to find out the track that we're going to at the end of this video, and let's just say it's going to be an absolute wild card. I have no idea what we're going to see going into these last 2 weeks. But as for today, I'm tired. I'm beat. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Next week, though, oh boy. But that's all for this video, this week. And I'll see you in whatever I make next.